Ramyate nena tadvakya Atman yuktatmano hara. Under no circumstances can the words of persons bewildered by the illusory energy of the Lord deviate the intelligence of those who are completely surrendered souls. Report. Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to all the evidences of the Vedas. He is accepted by all acharyas, including Sripad Shankaracharya. When he was present in the world, different classes of men accepted him differently, and therefore their calculations of the Lord were also different. Generally, persons who had faith in the revealed scriptures accepted the Lord as he is, and all of them urged into great bereavement when the Lord disappeared from the world. In the first canto we have discussed the lamentation of Arjuna and Yudhishthira, to whom the disappearance of Lord Krishna was almost intolerable up to the end of their lives. The Yadavas were only partially cognizant of the Lord, but they are also glorious because they had the opportunity to associate with the Lord, who acted as the head of their family. And they also rendered the Lord intimate service. The Yadavas and other devotees of the Lord are different from those who wrongly calculated him to be an ordinary. Such persons are certainly bewildered by the illusory energy. They are hellish and are envious of the Supreme Lord. The illusory energy acts very powerfully on them because in spite of their elevated mundane education, such persons are faithless and are infected by the mentality of atheism. They are always very eager to establish that Lord Krishna was an ordinary man who was killed by a hunter due to his many impious acts in plotting to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and Jarasandha, the demonic kings of the earth. Such persons have no faith in the statement of the Bhagavad Gita that the Lord is unaffected by the reactions of words. Nama karmani nimpanti. According to the atheist point of view, Lord Krishna's family, the Yadu dynasty, was vanquished due to being cursed by the Brahmanas for the sins committed by Krishna in killing the sons of Dhritarashtra, etc. All these blasphemies do not touch the heart of the devotees of the Lord, because they know perfectly well what is what. Their intelligence regarding the Lord is never disturbed, but those who are disturbed by the statements of the Asuras are also condemned. That is what Uddhava meant in this verse. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta Swami translation purport, Canto 3, Chapter 2, Text 10 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the matter of remembrance of Lord Krishna. Back to the normal verse. Vyasa Puja is over. Except that yesterday there was no feast, only Ekadasi fasting. So today there'll be a grain feast. They have to offer the grains to me to complete them. ritual. Devotees who have completely surrendered unto the Lord, they don't get bewildered by the blasphemies and criticism, speculations of the Madhyan or atheistic or faithless people. These firm. We want to all these surrendered souls so we don't get bewildered by these kind of deviations. It's interesting that in the Vrindavani Bhajan by Srila Prabhupada, which my translation and commentary was released yesterday, Srila Prabhupada, in his account of his worshipping Krishna in Vrindavan, said he saw many big babas, big sadhus in Vrindavan, who claim to be Paramahamsas, great devotees. But when one Christian padre came to Vrindavan and started criticizing Krishna, and how can Krishna be God? He steals butter. How can God be a thief? How can a thief be God? Similar critical statements. He said that these babas, nobody could go and explain to the priest his misunderstanding. Nobody could clear his doubts. So he said, this shows that they're not really advanced devotees, not even Madhyamadikaris. Because the Madhyamadikari can explain all these things. Madhyamadikari can explain truth about absolute Lord Krishna. So the best they must be Kanishthadikaris, neophyte devotees. Because they're just interested in their pujas and not in their preaching. They couldn't preach to these Christian padres and clear the doubts that they were creating in people's minds. Many of our Hindu followers, in the West, their children are exposed to this kind of blasphemy, atheism, criticism all the time. So their beliefs are being challenged. So they want to send their children to the Hare Krishna movement, where systematically these kind of doubts are being replied to and responded to, so that their children maintain the faith in Sanatana Dharma. Prabhupada was kind enough to explain some of the kinds of offenses we can expect. We were surprised when we went in the deep south to Rameshwaram on the safari. 80% of the people are Christians. So many churches were there. Of course, they said they use a combination of criticisms and material incentives to get the converts. First they destroy the faith, then they offer houses, jobs, business, wife, everything, money, and they'll become a Christian. In our Krishna conscious movement, we don't preach in this negative way. We don't compel people who are Christians or Buddhists or Muslims or Jews to reject their original faith. Prabhupada said that Krishna consciousness is like a postgraduate study. We rather build on whatever the beliefs they have and then give them more information which is not available in their scriptures. This kind of information about absolute truth, who he is, what he does, his pastimes, the confidential information is given in the Vedas. So rather we build people. We have people here from different walks of life, different countries. And Prabhupada ever tell you have to reject Jesus? He rather said Jesus is our Guru. Jesus is a Guru. It is one of the Gurus, not the only Guru. Then we find out there are many other Gurus. We find out there are many other avatars. That doesn't discount that Jesus is a holy man, he's a holy person, he's empowered. So our preaching avoids this kind of atheistic blasphemy against spiritual personalities. We're trying to get people to surrender. Prabhupada said we don't convert, we convince. Unfortunately, some of the other so-called preachers, they use blasphemy against other religions as their main basis and say we're the only way. All other ways are false and bad. This is a big problem in the world. This is sectarianizing. This is playing in the hands of Kali as it spreads an atheism. So we're exposed to those, especially who are not living in the holy Dham, making the holy Dham is a little insulated. As soon as you go out in the cities, in the towns, in the different countries, you can be exposed to these different kinds of criticisms because of ignorance, because of misunderstanding. So it's very important to have a strong foundation in Krishna consciousness. If we know who Krishna is, then we can surrender to Him. And if we're fully surrendered, then if somebody says some kind of critical statement, confusing statement, we know the answer. Krishna is not a thief. He owns everything, how he can steal. But in order to give pleasure to the devotees in Vatsalya Rasa and Vrindavan, he has in childhood pastimes. The children are naughty. They take sweets. In his case, he took butter. He fed the monkeys. Monkeys were great devotees. To incarnate and bring the monkeys who incarnated as monkeys to get a little butter from the hand of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yesterday, our Mr. Sharma from Chinsoli came when we were on safari there a few years ago. Inabandhu took us to Barsana. In the back of Barsana there's a village called Chinsoli. And there, the village head, Mr. Sharma, he gave buttermilk to all of the devotees. And the monkeys lined up in a row, queued up, asking for buttermilk also. in that village, there's a special holy place called Krishna Kunda. They say Krishna had his childhood pastime there. That all the elderly gopis came and complained to Yasoda that your son is stealing our butter. Yasoda said, I've got so much butter. We have so many thousands of cows. What we need to steal your butter for? What my son needs your butter for? Must be somebody else. No, we're sure it's your son. Well, you prove it. You catch him. You catch him at it, I'll believe you. So the elderly gopis decided to set a trap to catch Krishna. So they put the butter in this house, and they put bells around the door of the house. So when Krishna opened the door, they know it that he's there. They could run and catch him. They also put bells around the wooden stone border that Krishna would have to push under the butter pot, which is hanging from the ceiling. And also that they put bells on the butter pot, so if he tips it to get the butter out, it will also ring. So this way they'll catch him by getting an alarm. And Krishna showed up with the colored boys and his friends, the sakas. He said, what is this? Who do you think they're dealing with? I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These are nothing for me. So he told the bells in the doorway, don't ring. Don't make any sound. When they opened the door, choop, they were silent. Then he told the bells in the mortar, don't ring. Push the mortar under the butter pot. Then he told the bells in the butter pot, don't ring. Poured the butter out and didn't ring. So they got away. He stole the butter, gave it to all his friends, gave to the monkeys. One of the friends wanted to give the butter to Krishna. They took the butter from his hand and put it in Krishna's mouth. Then all the bells started ringing. Ding, 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 ding. Krishna, why are you ringing? I'm going to get caught. No, he offered you the butter. When we make offering, we have to ring, isn't it? This is our duty to ring when the Lord's offerings are being made. Whenever the pujaris make offering, the bell is ringing. So then suddenly they heard the outside door was latched. The gopis had caught Krishna. Then one of the cowherd boys said, there's a window in the back, you can escape. So one by one they squeezed out the window and escaped. But the last one to go was Madhu Mangal. He's a Brahmin friend of Krishna. He's not a cowherd boy. But the cowherd boys were very skinny. But being a Brahmin, he needed more sweets. So he was a bit chubby. So he got stuck in the window. He couldn't get out. So when the elderly gopis came, they found that Madhu Mangal was inside the window. Everyone had escaped. So they took him and tied him up. They tell us who your leader is. They're interrogating him, giving the third degree. He's just being silent. Because he can't tell a lie, he's a Brahmin. Then Krishna heard his friend got captured, he came back to save him. He scolded the ladies. You can catch us. We are cowherd boys, we can take your torture. But he's a Brahmin. You're offending a Brahmin, you're torturing a Brahmin. So that's an aparad, Brahma aparad. So you're all going to suffer big bad karma, all your good fortune will go away. Now you should immediately bow down and beg forgiveness and give praischitya, give atonement. Because actually they all love Krishna. This was just their fun with Krishna. They bow down and beg, Bhagavatam, please forgive us. They said, what can we do to ask Krishna? What we can do to give a torment? He's Brahman, he likes sweets. You're coward ladies, you have another milk sweets, give him milk sweets. So next to the Krishna Kunda, they put him on a seat, a stone seat, which had a table in front. That seat is still there. It's called Madhumama Baitak. You can go and see it. And there, they piled up burfis and all kinds of robbery and different kinds of milk sweets. Madhumama was giving and distributing little. So this pastime they tell that I don't know if he's sitting in the temple now, Mr. Sham, he's from that village. They had a nice time. So like this, the devotees hear about Krishna stealing butter. They become ecstatic, they become very happy. But somehow, so many atheistic people, they don't understand that God is unlimited. He can assume childhood form, he can have so many human-like pastimes. So then they make some criticism and people are foolish. How did God steal? Okay, must not be God. They get all bewildered. So that's why here they're being criticized by Uddhava. Foolish people, they don't know about the unlimited potency of Krishna. If Krishna wants to play games, he can play. And Krishna doesn't get any sin. Krishna owns everything. He's giving it to us. He's allowing us to use His universe, allowing us to have a house, a family, a wife, a husband. If we follow the religious principles, there will be no sin. If we don't follow, there will be sin. But Krishna is above all religious principles. He's the maker of the religious principles. They don't apply for Him because He's the owner of everything. He's the husband of everyone, owner of everything. People who are surrendered to Krishna, they know all this. So why should they get bewildered? They know that this is a useless, people are speaking useless things because they don't know who Krishna is. Out of poor fund of knowledge, they're making misguided statements. So we hope that all our devotees read the Srimad Bhagavatam, read Prabhupada's books and get a very strong foundation. And Krishna consciousness that completely surrender to Krishna. So it's on days like Gaur Purnima, Janmashtami, Vyasa Puja. It's a day when we can surrender to Krishna, Vyasa Puja to Guru and Krishna. We fully surrender that we're going to follow Sadhu Shastra Guru. As a surrendered soul, we don't listen to foolish people. At one time somebody started telling Prabhupada, I think, and giving some explanation, why do I have to listen to you? I have my Guru. You don't have to listen to your speculations. Not our requirement to listen to all your speculations. We follow Guru Parampara. We listen to Vyasa. We listen to Vyasa's representatives. We don't listen to people who just speculate things. Like that, there are so many mental speculators. There's a saying in Bengali, Shagal ki na khai, Pagal ki na bole. A goat can eat everything, and a crazy man can say anything. So many crazy people are there, they can say so many things. So we're trying to unite the Abhivaraks and Safari in Assam, and the governor of Assam came to our program. It was under because that's a terrorist place. There's the Ulfa insurgents. So because governor is a big target, they kill the governor, they give them some kind of brownie points, I guess. I don't know what they gain, but they may think they achieved something. So they had high security, police all outside, everywhere. We had to go through the metal checker, everything. Then we finally went in and we had our different devotees speaking on world peace and harmony. So our different devotees spoke, but the keynote speaker was the governor. And then he spoke that people talk about religious tolerance. So, but I don't like this word tolerance. It doesn't give the right sense. Said, you have a religion, I tolerate your religion. I don't like you, I don't believe in you, I don't respect you, I tolerate you. I can tolerate an angry mother-in-law or something. I don't know what's a good example. Some kind of crazy neighbor, I tolerate you. Said the word should be respect, religious respect. We respect religion. And that's what Srila Prabhupada taught us, to respect religion. Krishna consciousness, there's respect for all the holy teachings. So we understand, we're not saying that this is the only way. We're saying this is the way that works in Kali Yuga, to take us to the highest level of God's realization. Other ways may help along the path to different degrees. Prabhupada also said that whatever awakens love in God, that we respect as a bona fide religion. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us a teaching how to develop love for Krishna, how to develop love for Godhead. That's the wonderful thing about Krishna consciousness. He gives us love for Krishna by practicing the chanting of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and practicing the Krishna conscious principles, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, associating with devotees. Worshipping Tulasi, living in the holy Dham. How do you like being here in Mayapur Dham? Is this encouraging your Krishna consciousness? Prabhupada said that living in the Mayapur Dham, even visiting Mayapur Dham, living for a short time, makes us feel more close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it can awaken in us a desire to be part of the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many of you would like to be part of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes? Very good. Indupati, you want to be part of the pastime?
Thank you.
So, this is a special mercy. We go to all the holy places, we see different holy places, actually by chanting Hare Krishna there. Even the deities are released, the holy rivers are released and we chant Hare Krishna. The holy name is Krishna released, accumulated sinful reactions. We go to see the deities, get the blessings. But if you don't have time to go everywhere, it's actually you can, instead of coming to Vrindavan or coming to Mayapur, especially in Kali Yuga Mayapur, this is what we call one-stop shop. All the holy places are here. We can see all the holy places right here. We can feel their presence. This is Lord Chaitanya. We're faced with a difficulty as we go around India. Many people don't understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even they don't understand Krishna. But many people know that Krishna is God. When Sri Vaishnava told me in South India, Krishna is Purna Avatar. Purna Avatar. I didn't get into details what he understood by that, but a complete incarnation. So it sounded respectful. We know Krishna is a great, in the songs of the Alvars, the great South Indian saints, they always praise. In their prayers to Narayan, they say they want to serve him in Vrindavan in his form as Krishna. They praise Krishna. So there's a lot of appreciation of Krishna. Maybe sometimes confusion, which is Narayan is the original form of Krishna. Three of the four Sampradayas, they said Krishna is original. Sri Sampradaya considers Narayan as original and Krishna as some kind of full incarnation. So, and they all respect that Krishna is God. Many people who are not Vaishnava, even Shankaracharya says, Narayanam Parovyaktat, Supreme Personality of Godhead is transcendental. But his followers, they don't accept Krishna or Narayana personality as transcendental. They think somehow Brahman is transcendental and all these forms are in the mode of goodness. Incarnations in the mode of goodness. So like that, there's a lot of confusing things. Even Krishna, even personally God had a lot of confusion. And Lord Chaitanya, most people accept him as a saint. There's a lot of preaching needed to establish that he was actually an avatar. That he is actually Krishna come in this world. Actually, we know him as Avatari, source of the avatars. More than just a Vishnu avatar, he was Krishna himself, and Krishna is the original. So even in India, there's a lot of preaching has to be done, a lot of propagation of the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Once people follow his process, once they chant Hare Krishna, and they experience for themselves how quickly this process is working, it's a lot easier for them to accept who Lord Chaitanya is. When Prabhupada came to India in the beginning, he printed, I think it's the 7th chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya's discussions with the Prakashananda Saraswati. He said, Mayavadi philosophy is so deep here. In order to contract Mayavad. So we have Mayavad to overcome in India. We have also this establishing Lord Chaitanya. Every time we do a program, even when we have that inauguration a few days ago on Ramnavami of the second phase of the Bombay project, the Minister of Transport, labor. He's starting his speech. Then he said, Vivekananda went to the West to spread Hindu Dharma. Everybody has this, like in India, the holy program that Vivekananda spread Hindu Dharma in the West. I was born near Chicago, where he gave his lecture. I grew up there. I really became a devotee like 19. I never heard the name of Vivekananda. I never knew that he was, that there was such a person in this world. I had no idea. No disrespect, he might have given a great lecture. He may have had a headline in the paper. But even the headline that was last 1 week ago, do we remember? What to speak of 150 years ago. But people in India still think that he had maybe had an impact in Chicago one day. But then I thought, oh no, another one of these Vivekananda lectures, But then he said that actually Bhaktivedanta Swami has brought Bhagavad Gita to the West, and he spread millions and millions of copies of Bhagavad Gita all over the world. I was relieved. He had some genuine appreciation for Prabhupada's achievement. And he said, even in India, when the people go to court, they swear, tell the truth, nothing but the truth, to help the God. The Hindus, they put their hand in the Bhagavad Gita. He said, of course, then sometimes they lie also. You don't know what their future is for lying. Then the head of the Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki,
Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki.
When the Lord will come and perform his pastimes, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking to Nanda there, then you also, you can take your word as the last Lord is Nityananda Prabhu, and you will help to propagate his mission. So if you can preach the leaders of the Ramanuja Acharyas and the followers, that Ramanuja, he actually came here in Kali Yuga 500 years ago, and he's preaching Hare Krishna, and worship Lord Chaitanya Hare Krishna. So if they get that information through them, it's their Acharya, but he's here as Nityananda Prabhu. They will take Krishna Prabhu, this is Nityananda Prabhu.
So all the people from places with Ramanuja Acharya followers get the quote from Janani Vasapu from Pramananda, Navadip Mahatmya, how Ananta Dev came again in the body of Nityananda Prabhu. That means also Ramanuja is there in Nityananda Prabhu. Maybe that's why Nityananda Prabhu also went to all the temples in South India. He visited all the Divya Deshas and Parikrama. Hari Bol. Maharaj had a questioner coming.
Sri Muni said to the Satyas about this principle of criticism, that if you criticize another, then ultimately, without proper motivation, then you can take on the karmas of that person. Similarly, your highest praise has been given to that person. So if you see collectively that this is what's happening in the world with religions, without knowledge, unjust criticism, and secondly, what Prabhupada has given us is that mode of looking at the good qualities of others, and in that way imbibing those qualities in terms of in our communication work. But what you see in terms of that's a situation in the world where there's unjust collective criticism, which is doing so much damage in the world.
We had the World Congress for the Synthesis of Science and Religion, and the Deputy Secretary General or Assistant Secretary General, I don't know exactly title, like one of those two. He was in Germany, he came and he was the meeting, the moderator of the discussions. And he made a comment that in the world today, we need a United Nations for the religions. Because most of the wars, a lot of the wars and things are being fought between followers of different religions. And then, although we have discussion in science, politics, ecology, environment, so many things, there's a sharing of information around the world. There's very little understanding between one religion and another. And And therefore, because of this lack of understanding, there's a lot of violence and opposite, different division in the world. He just made a comment like that. We need a United Nations of the religion. I think Sri Damodar joined as a parliament of religions or something. I think he joined, I don't know exactly. He never told us too much about it. But I heard he went to some parliament of religions. Maybe there's something like that. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.